Hi, and welcome back to Jerry Brady's Garage. I'm really starting to wonder if 2024 is going to be the year of the Troy Bilt. This is Troy Bilt number 4 I've had come in. This one's actually a little worse than the rest of them. Um, this actually belongs to a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, we lost contact for the last couple of years, so this one's kind of sat out a little bit and everything. It's actually been sitting out in the weather, and for a while she didn't have a place to put it. And this year now she's finally got a shed, so we're gonna head and clean this thing up, get up and running again, and hopefully it's gonna live a nice healthy life, from here on out. I don't know the exact year yet, but it does have a Honda GVC 160, front wheel drive, high wheeler, all this. Everything on this mower is frozen. I'll give you a quick look around on it. Now, a few years back, I actually dialed this mower right up, and it's right back to where it was again. But like I said, she's got a shed now, so we're all set. Bale cable is pretty much rusted shut. As you can see, we just got all the tree grime on this and everything. Carburetors, I'm sure, most likely plugged right up. The front wheels are, I'm not gonna say locked, but everything's, we gotta take these wheels off, clean everything right up and everything. So anyway, yeah, this one's gonna be another epic build. We got, it used to have a side chute on it, which disappeared. We're gonna put another one on there for her and everything. But this is a little bit older than the other ones that I worked on, so it might be interesting. So stay tuned. All right, so here's where we are with this one. I went ahead and popped the pull cover and the tank off and everything. I like these Hondas, just 3 bolts. Take the whole setup off, nice and easy to get to. But anyway, as you can see, this thing's just loaded up with all sorts of leads and stuff, as I kind of expected it would be. I popped the thing here off. I just want to clean all that grease, grass and whatnot out of there, but also so I can grab a hold of the axle. As you see, the hub's rusted up like usual. These gears are actually frozen to the axle. They usually come off fairly easy, but sometimes you want to grab the axle with vice grips or something to kind of give you a little leverage. That won't be a big deal. Here's the plug. Not too awful bad, but I told the woman I'd like to actually just replace it anyway. It's been there a few years. I could tell this is the one that I put in last time because it's still got never sees on it. Let me see. One of the bad parts about it, this mower's been, at some point somebody probably plugged up the air filter and removed it and just kept running the mower without one instead of replacing it. I let her know about that, so she's gonna go ahead and order one up. The bale cable was frozen. What I do on these, I go ahead and disconnect it from the top. That way you got all sorts of slack on it. And you can actually take it on this end. You want to pull it all the way through, and that way you can actually clean it up, get all the rust and whatnot out of there. This one, I wanted to make sure it wasn't frayed or anything, which it is not. So we'll be able to just clean that up really quick and grease it up, and the thing will be fine. Let me see. That was another reason I pulled this cover off too, because here's your one for your self-propel. It's not frozen, but it's really stiff. So we're gonna do the same thing, clean that up. Pull starter was really sticking. That's another one. I mean, it's only plastic, but it's all, it's got some little bit of rust and whatnot on it. So we'll oil that up. That'll work like new. So that's where we're at right now. The next thing I got to do is pull the carburetor off. I hate Honda carburetors, I gotta be honest with you. It's just, there's a few different pieces here, and it's kind of like a sandwich. You have to all get it perfect in place and then get a bolt ran through it, and hopefully none of your gaskets fall and everything. I'll show you the whole setup when I have it apart, but so that's one of the next things. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the carburetor, pull all 4 wheels, get these hubs and things all cleaned up, and then the rest of this is going to go out for a bath. We're replacing the fuel lines too. They're pretty, starting to get pretty stiff and everything, so we're going to put them there too, but we'll give you an update here shortly. All right, so we're making a little headway here. Got this side all cleaned up. What I do on these, I run some sandpaper on them, clean them and everything. Then I also have a wire wheel on a little drill that works good. So you want to get them nice like that. And here's your, got the gear all cleaned up. I got a little more to go on that one. Here's that little pin. But yeah, this was the worst of the two. As you can see, the shaft is rusted up heavy. As I said, I clamped the vice grips on the axle and then take some pliers and just wiggle the gear a little bit. And once you get it moving just a little bit, you want to spray it, let it sit a little bit, let that soak in, and then after that, it usually will come right off. So that wasn't too bad, but yeah, everything's just rusted up solid, and the pin and everything. So I gotta get ahead and clean all that up, and both of these will be spinning beautiful. So there's that. I've been slacking. I gotta tackle this carburetor, and I hate doing these things, so I'm gonna have no choice pretty quick here, but we'll be back. All right, so now it's time for the dreaded Honda carburetor deal. I'll give you a quick glimpse of what goes on with this. This one's already off, obviously, but all right, so you got your air box here. That gasket's actually glued onto that, but so you got that, which in turn is going to go over to your, this is a little plate that is going to hold the shut-off valve and some other items. All right, so you got that. Then we got another gasket that's going to go in between that and the carburetor. Now you get your carburetor. Then after that, we're going to have another gasket, which is your heat deflector plate. Right here, this is actually the automatic choke mower. This is a thermostat for that choke. There's another gasket on the back of that. Some of these are actually glued. I did this job last time. But anyway, so you got all that stuff that you have to put together. And you also have to, you're going to have a piece of linkage going to your throttle. And then you also have to line this up with the choke. Now, that wouldn't normally be an issue. A lot of these engines have actual studs that come off of the block. See, you know, you slide everything on. But not Honda. You got a couple bolts. So you basically have to you got to sandwich all this stuff together, have all your linkages where they belong and everything, and then try and thread a bolt in. It'd be wonderful if you had about 5 hands and, you know, things like that, but obviously you don't. There is a channel on YouTube. I saw a hack for this. Actually, her YouTube name is a lawnmower lady. From what I'm seeing, she specializes in Honda. She's an awesome channel. I would highly suggest checking it out. Another one, she does revivals and whatnot. Anyway, there's a hack for that. She actually made a couple of studs where you could actually do it and then take one stud out and slide one bolt in and do all that. I have not bought a set of those studs yet, but I'm gonna actually look into this when I'm putting this back together, so who knows. Anyway, that's it for now. As I said, this job right here, this is right up there as a fun factor, about as much as a root canal as far as I'm concerned. But we'll get to that in a little bit. For right now, we got 4 wheels back on the mower. They're rolling out all nice and free and everything. Everything's doing good. I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing outside right now for a bath. And then we're gonna go from there with it. All right, so I went ahead and split the carb on this mower. as you can see, it's pretty much done. I could probably clean it, but I just don't have that kind of time right now. So what I ended up doing, I went out to the farm, grabbed another Honda GVC 160 off the shelf, pulled the carburetor off of it. What I have right here, I mean, it's kind of crowded up, but that carb's an easy fix right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get going on that. It's a little different style than the carb that was on the mower, but I think we got a much better chance of fixing it. So I'm gonna get going on that. All right, so we got this the Troy Bilt with the Honda GVC 160. I got this thing tipped up on the side. I got the oil draining right now. As you can see, we're pretty crusty under here. So I'm gonna be go ahead and clean all that up, sharpen a blade. I'm gonna pop the plastic cover over there and get the belt all cleaned up and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and make this one a two-part video because it's just too much going on with this mower right now. But just give me a couple days and I will definitely update this one. Right now, the mower season has hit, and it's hit hard. I'm a one-man show, as you know, and I have we're getting overloaded with work here. You know, I got riding mowers, I got push mowers, I got generators, I got trimmers, I got chainsaws and everything else coming in. So just bear with me. We're gonna give you some quality videos and everything, and we're gonna go from there with it. But anyway, like I said, part 2 on this one will be coming up very shortly. We're gonna button this thing back up, make it run like a brand new one. So just stay tuned and have a wonderful day.